Yes, now, there's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're back into the pit. Did a little bit of Queens of the Stone Age, a little bit of Offspring. We're back into the pit now, people. I mean, I guess we could have a little push party to the Offspring. Nothing wrong with that, but we're back into the extremities. We've got Terrorizer today. I don't know what to expect. I heard it's a grindcore band. I heard it's got the drummer of Morbid Angel, and I'm aware of the artwork. That's as far as I know. It's got a cool title, World Downfall. It's got a cool name. The band's got a cool name, Terrorizer. Alright. This first one's entitled After World Obliteration. Yo, 1 second. You know, we don't mess around here. If you want to access every single full album commentary, don't waste your time. Time's limited. Click the link down in the description. More value than you'll get from any of these commentators. Trust me, alright. Trust me. I'm with you. I'm a real head. I like my extreme music, alright. This is Terrorizer, After World Obliteration. I don't know what I'm getting myself into. Let's go. Earache Records. This album was entirely recorded and mixed in 8 hours. Let's go. Don't like this riff too much. I'd like him to stick on the skank on this one. But so far, this has been brilliant. I'm enjoying this so far and think I'll enjoy this a little more so than I did the Morbid Angel debut. Half of the songs on this album are actually Nausea songs. Oscar Garcia simply borrowed them from his other band because Terrorizer had not enough material for full LP. Wowee! Yo, I've never delved into the Nausea stuff. There's 2 Nauseas though, isn't there? There's the, you know, the crust punk Nausea. And then there's like the death metal adjacent Nausea. So I don't know which one they're referencing. Come on. Yo, music historians, I'm gonna need your help on this, yeah? I'm gonna need your help. So, top comment, John states that this was recorded and mixed in 8 hours. How did they do that is my first question. How did they do that? Because I've been in the studio with some foundational hardcore punk producers, yeah? Recorded a demo not so long back. And when I say a demo, I call it a demo. You could classify it as a record. We did 14 tunes on it, basically. It came to less than 15 minutes long, the record. We blasted through that. We didn't care. And we were well prepared to do it. You know what I mean? We were tight. That was longer than an 8 hours job. We got in the studio, recorded it all in a day, don't get me wrong. And then the mixing sort of happened, you know, for however long that took. For a record that sounds as clean as this with musicians who have had experiences in these other great bands, I find it surprising that somebody states that it was entirely recorded and mixed in 8 hours. I mean, I'm not saying it's a complete understatement. It could be a 24-hour job. But could somebody give me the info in regards to how this was recorded and produced? Because it's a stretch. I can't get my mind over how they did that. We've got Storm of Stress coming up, 1 minute 28.
We provide.
There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Terrorizer, we're listening to World Downfall from start to finish. This one's entitled Storm of Stress. Storm of Stress is what the producer was experiencing while supposedly recording this and mixing it in 8 hours. Let's get into it. I know it's going to be good. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. There's a fair bit of China on this record so far. Addy's Blast, single foot blasts. Alberto says UK grindcore. I don't know what this response is going to be, but this isn't a UK band, is it? They're from Los Angeles, thank you. I almost pooed my pants then. On a side note, the UK, England, kind of does grindcore the best. I'm not going to lie to you. Not going to lie to you. Historically speaking, that was Storm of Stress. Let's keep things moving. We got Fear of Napalm coming up. Okay. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, Fear of Napalm, you know what it is, Terrorizer, World Downfall, track 3 of 16, bada bing! It'd get me out on the dance floor. I'd get my dancing shoes polished up for this one. Come on. Fantastic. I know the vocalist is playing an instrument. I know he's on the strings because this band allows the instrumental to breathe a lot. There's a lot of nice just riffing and jamming where the vocal isn't a participant. Them vocals are coming in on them blazing fast blast sections and then they sort of just jam out for a minute. That tends to be a reoccurring theme so far on the record. Tell me if I'm wrong. Let's keep it moving. This is enjoyable. I'm enjoying this. This is Human Prey coming up next. 4 out of 12, 4 out of 16 or something, innit?
You two dig into us.
Jeez Louise. There's Rocksteady King of the Pit TV signing in. Human Prey. This is track numero 4 of 16. Man, I'm enjoying this record. This is a great sound, great energy, great riffs, great drums. Let's keep it moving. Come on. Stuttered them drums in it. Pulls it back, stutters it. There we go, that skipping drum beat thing Pete does in the beginning is unreal. Vocals are great. This is brilliant. It's not so death metal that it sort of leaves me out of the mix because I like my hardcore punk music. But it's not so overtly punk and noisy for the noisy sake of things that it leaves me out because there's no mosh bits or toe tappers. It's a fantastic mix for me. Bit of thrash metal in there, bit of heavy metal in there, whole lot of death metal, whole lot of hardcore punk, crusty elements. Little samba beats and stuff like that in the mix as well on a very low key. Let's keep it moving. This is brilliant. Corporation Pulling coming up next, alright?
Your brother.
Crust Central with titles like this, eh? There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. This one's Corporate Pulling. Gotta be a song about corporations if it's a grind record. Let's go. Here we go. Da 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 da. I knew it. This is hardcore as hell. That was the best track on the record so far, hands down. That's hardcore punk. That was sick. That was sickly, people. I was moshing. Yo, Strategic Warheads coming up next, people. Yo, we're up for a blast. 137, then the next tune is 121. Jeez Louise. Yes. Yeah, I'm pumped up. I'm pumped up. Let's keep it moving. Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget the rest now, people. Dezrocksteady, King of the Pit TV. This one's Hypodermic. We're listening to The Offspring. Ignition. His body's next to ignition. Hot and fresh out the kitchen. Let's go. The most punk member of the band must be the drummer, I reckon. That guitarist has to be a metal musician. They've tried to do a punky band, but that guitarist is a straight up metal guitarist. He's coming from the metal community, hasn't he? He's not coming from a punk rock community.
Once you get alright, doesn't matter where you lie. Once you shoot it in, doesn't matter who you've been out. Can't you see like you saw anymore? Can't you feel like you felt like before? Can't you face anything anymore? Will I always run away? Yeah.
I mean, that is punk rock though. That. I'll give that to him, yeah.
Will I always run away? Yeah. Run away, yeah.
Here we go.
Are you reaching in? But you don't know where to begin. Are you tasting salt? Won't matter when you're gone out. Can't you see like you saw anymore?
It's an interesting mix because the vocal is quite distant. It's powerful, it breaks through, but it's not fully frontal in the mix. That's the drummer, man. What the hell is that? I've just heard the claves there. Are they claves or clackers, whatever they're called? You know the ones, the wooden ones. They've come armed with a little bit of percussion for this record. Don't think I didn't pick up on that. Oh, it's getting late. It's getting late. Sorry, people. I'm not your only reaction to this tune. I mean, this music is actually doing a good job keeping me up. Right, let's keep it moving. We've got Burn It Up coming up next at 2 minutes 43. This will be track number 8. All right. Uno momento. dezrocksteady at King of the Pit TV. You know what we're doing by now. This one's entitled Burn It Up. We're on track 8 of 12. And I've been playing it on mute without even knowing. Without further ado, peace. These old albums are gold. Sad my generation isn't discovering them. Gary Gang, I'm going to give you a dislike for that because I'm here, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I think I'm burning up inside. Yeah, I think I'll take a little ride. Can light up everything inside. Oh. Yeah, I'll drive up on your yard. Throw myself cocktail at your car. Then no one in the local bar. Oh, ignition, they call it an obsession. I think it's kinda bitchin'. I think it's kinda neat. Yeah, I'm a pyro.
This is a good tune. I like this one.
I wanna burn it up. Yeah, I'm a pyro. Tonight this hood'll be a fire. They're gonna set your house on fire. Dance around a pretty flame. That's true one to bargain. I wanna make a cheeky toy. I'm gonna throw it on your horse. Then I'm gonna run away.
Every single song. Them metal guitars come in. Dun, 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 dun. It's a characteristic of this band, most definitely.
Come back to another day. Oh, ignition, they call it an obsession. I think it's kinda bitchin'. I think it's kinda neat. Yeah, I'm a pyro. I wanna burn it up. Yeah, I'm a pyro. So many houses, so little time, so many reasons. I'm not a crime. I'd like to set you up. I'd like to set you up. Oh, ignition, they call it an obsession. I think it's kinda bitchin'. I think it's kinda neat.
Great big build up.
Yeah, I'm a pyro. I wanna burn it up. Yeah, I'm a pyro. I wanna burn it up. Yeah, I'm a pyro.
Really hitting that snare there. You hear that? I'm going to go back on that.
Yeah, I'm a pyro. I wanna burn it
that was a really good tune. That was one of my favorites. I like the lyrical content, and the energy was good. Yeah, the energy was really good. No Hero, track number 9 is coming up. So let's get into it, people. There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV signing in. I really like the last tune, which was entitled Burn It Up. This one's entitled No Hero. Let's go.
Once you said you'd stick till the end, I guess you lied, call it suicide. Now you're gone. What was so wrong? Couldn't find a way, carry on. Second guess, did I do my best? There was a friend I had. Johnny was
That tempo change was a bit random, I thought.
weird, so what did she expect? I ain't no fucking hero, I'm just trying to survive myself. I should've known you were green alone. I wonder why didn't you even try to come to me? I would've helped you see. Could've found a way, carry on. Second guess, did I do my best? I was a friend I had. Johnny was a widow, so what did she expect? Ain't no fucking hero, I'm just trying to survive myself. Johnny's strange behavior was a tip off they say.
I think I prefer this record to the debut LP. It's gotten better. I'm looking forward to hearing where this band goes into the future. Somebody said in one of the comments on the earlier tracks, I love the Offspring pre-Americana. So Americana, they must have gone a little more poppy purely as that's one of the albums I know there's a couple of singles on, like big hit singles that I'm aware of.
Ain't no fucking savior, I'm just living day by day. Little things, little lies, hanging till the end. I say it don't really mean nothing.
I was I don't think I'm right in calling this band pop punk at this stage. They're obviously influenced by such a different variety of styles that it would be I would really be doing them, you know, no justice calling them a pop punk band.
Telling truth, telling lies. Used to have a friend. I say it don't really mean nothing. Can't let this feeling go. Let this feeling go. Let this feeling go. Let it go. Once you said you'd stick till the end, I guess you lied.
Bassist is picking down with some aggression right about now, really popping in the mix.
Call it suicide. Now you're gone. What was so wrong? Couldn't find a way, carry on. Second guess, did I do my best? There was a friend I had. Johnny was a widow, so what did she expect? Ain't no fucking hero, I'm just trying to survive myself. Johnny's strange behavior was a tip off they say. Ain't no fucking savior, I'm just living day by day.
That was No Hero. Let's keep things moving. We've got LAPD coming up next, alright? Track number 10. Let's move it on. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pizzle TV. This one's called LAPD. Man, this is gonna be an ultra rebellious Rage Against the Machine, punk rock, antisocial, anti-establishment, legendary song. I can already tell people. I can already tell by the Offspring. Let's go. Yo, it's anti-police brutality. Let me tell you, if I was a copper and I had a baton, everyone's getting twat around the head. I don't even care. Pow, 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 shut up. Yo, I'd be the most bent copper of all time. And you punks would be first.
The cops are taking care of business, I can understand, but the LA story's gone way out of hand. Acts of aggression say they're justified. Seems that obsession started from the inside. They're shooting anyone who even tries to run. They're shooting little kids with a toy gun, thinking to a jury they don't give a damn. The one who tells the truth is always a policeman. Beat all the niggas, beat whoever you see. Don't need a reason. LAPD.
Best riff on the record.
City of LA feels like a prison. Helicopters overhead, bullets whizzing by. Martial law, but ain't no solution. Police brutality.
Yeah, let me just tell you though, it might contribute to garnering assistance, but singing your songs and holding your signs ain't gonna do all. Not saying what you need to do, but action needs to be done if you don't like this sort of stuff.
There's such a pollution now. Be on the white trash. Be whoever you see. Don't need a reason. LAPD. Still keeping the peace, but man.
Best song on the record so far. Goes down to that riff, doesn't it? Great riff, great energy. The drumming that accompanies the main riff. A well produced punk rock sound. I like it a lot.
I ain't fighting 'cause the Philly club ain't much of a pacifier. Protecting your freedom, man, it's just a lie. Excuse for power, that's more like an alibi. And all of that doesn't really matter when you're the one getting through the battle and you're taken to a jury and throwing in your face. 'Cause justice in LA comes in a can of mix now. Beat all the niggas, beat whoever you see. Don't need a reason. LAPD.
Yo, have any of these dudes ever like actually been in trouble with the cops though? That's what I want to know. Cause just by the sound of the music, they sound a bit soft. They're, you know what I mean? Are they really getting into trouble? Eh. There we go. That was LAPD, Los Angeles Police Department. Let's keep it moving. Nothing from something. Oh, and whilst we're on the LAPD, these dudes have got the same fight as NWA. It's the LAPD brothers. Nothing from something coming
Last
up
year,
next,
our
alright?
business.
We'll more or less finished the record. It was a nice, easy listen. I'm not going to lie to you. Let's keep this moving. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to The Offspring. Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. We're finishing it off basically now. Nothing from something coming up. The LAPD tune that was before this was a good number. I enjoyed it. Let's go. We're getting punk at the latter end of the record. Come on.
Things are coming down on me, they never seem to let it be. Seems like everything I say just starts another fight. Pressure's building up inside, I gotta let it out tonight. Shattered glasses through my ears, they make me feel alright. Gonna break it and never stop running, yeah. Making nothing from something, yeah. Making nothing from something, yeah.
The drummer likes noodling. What was he even noodling on? Is it the hi-hat? What's going on? It sounds really tinny. What's he messing around with? What is that? Is it a crap sounding hi-hat, to be honest?
Cut me for a lion's share, it's mindless, but I don't care. 'Cause no matter what I say, I'm in another fight. Take more shit, I had enough tonight. I'm gonna rip it up. Broken windows kill my heels and make me feel alright. Gonna break it and never stop running, yeah. Making nothing from something, yeah. Making nothing from something, yeah. Gonna break it.
I like that guitar solo. I liked how reeled back it was as far as the volume on the mix. It added more density and aided to the instrumental bridge, but the rhythm was still bold. It didn't take the forefront and show off too much. You never get that. You never get that. So that was cool.
And never stop running, yeah. Making nothing from something, yeah. Making nothing from something, yeah.
Made me feel uncomfortable, that last noise. That was nothing from something. No comments to be made, as opposed to the ones I've already made. Let's have a quick deke of the comment section. Dead Siocled said, Old School Offspring is the best Offspring. Requiem says Ignition is the best Offspring album, no contest. John says, for the most part, I don't like punk music, but this is a classic. I used to put this album on repeat when I went to bed almost 25 years ago. 2 replies. 5173 says, punk is too real and in your face for you. And he's quite simply responded, yeah. You get a thumbs up for that, John. Thank you for that. Yo, I mean, we're not going to go off on a mad one, but this guy saying punk is too real and in your face. Let's be real, right? Punk rock music is not much different from any other form of music. It's all self-expression. There's always something to be said. And if it's good music, it tends to be honest music. At least if it's artistic to whichever degree. Punk is no different to your singer-songwriter, given your singer-songwriter has something honest to say. You know what I mean? People tend to... I don't know. It's all the same stuff put forward in a different manner. Only little things change. Add a ton of distortion on a guitar, and now suddenly you're a metal band as opposed to whether if it was clean, you'd be, you know what I mean? Some soft head. It's so minute, but people make a big deal out of it all. We've got Forever and The Day coming up next, alright? Let's finish this record, track number 12. Des, Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're finishing this record with Forever and A Day. It's a relatively brief one at 2 minutes 38. This has been quite an easy listening record. I want to give a shout out to the people on the Patreon who support me through my pop punk endeavours. This one definitely is for you. And without further ado, if you're not on it, link is down in the description. Access all of these full albums from the moment I upload them, as opposed to waiting just for that first song to be put up on YouTube. Don't waste your time, it's great value. Let's go. Cool riff. Very cool riff, tight picking that.
Look at me while I look at you, we're seeing eye to eye, something we can never do. He's writing down me what is right, yeah. I mean, I know a lot, but I know one thing that's true. You got the answer. I just wanna know. You got the answer. Let's keep it the road.
Plenty of sung melodies in the chorus section. Whoa and oh and do. You know?
I wonder why was that place where the sound of speak loud, yeah, where people have said.
Anybody listen to The Accused before? They've really finished this album on a great tune, great energy. Lean on me while I lean on you. Lean on me. That was Forever and a Day, and that was The Offspring with Ignition in its entirety. That was a step ahead from the last Offspring record, the self-titled we heard. Definitely a great big advancement and progression in the band's sound and writing and development of the band's characteristics. That was brilliant. Let's keep things moving. If you want to hear more, leave a comment. Yo, if the fans are out there to listen and engage, it makes my time worthwhile. So from me to you, I'll see you next time. See Bruh, there's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Terrorizer. We're having a whale of a time. Yo, I'm sipping tonight. It's the weekend. I'm enjoying a bit of live music. Although it isn't live, but it's live from my speakers. So theoretically speaking, it's debatable. Strategic warheads. Who's blowing what up? A little bit of Sun Tzu. The Art of War. 33 Strategies of War. Terrorizer. Let's go. Bit of grind for the night. Initially, I asked, is it a single kick? Because somewhere I heard that it was a single kick, and for Morbid Angel, the fella learned how to do the double. Or am I wrong? Am I wrong? That's a double kick right there. Or is it a single? That can't be a single kick. Plain and simple. Might be extreme to you, but this is easy listening to me. This is my cup of tea. This is what I like to hear. I'd love to see. Is this act relevant in 2023? Is there any performances potentially in the future? I'd like to see this band. Let's keep it moving. Condemned System coming up next.
Your brother has landed in the
Big
Darklands.
Mario. dezrocksteady, King of the Pit TV. What do I have to say, you may ask? Not much. We're listening to World Downfall, Terrorizer. Access all the full album commentaries via the link in the description. Check out what I've got available to you right now. Don't waste your time. Invest in value. Condemned System, let's go. No wasting time. Faustino says the pioneers of grindcore. That is the world's biggest stretch. That is nonsense. That is nonsense. When did this record come out? This record sounds too clean. This record must have come out in the late 80s, was it? 89? Yeah. I'm going to have to look at some information just to respond to my man Faustino. He says the pioneers of grindcore. I think that's nonsense. That can't be true. That cannot be true. I want to say this was early 90s, but quite possibly could be 89, 88 at a stretch. What are you putting your money on, people? World Downfall. 89. Grindcore, thrash metal, death grind. 89's a bit late. I'm sorry to break it to you. Let's go. On a side note, this sound for 89 is incredibly modern, incredibly ahead of its time. it's underrated. 6,000 views, and this is from the Earache Records official YouTube page. Clean, that was Condemned System. What do I have to say about that? Nothing in particular caught my ear. Punk rock death metal. Resurrection coming up next. Quite a long one at 3 minutes this
Coming
one.
in hot. The McSpicy is here to stay.
Brett, we're sipping on a Sunday morning, a Saturday night. We're listening to Terrorizer. This is track number 8 of 16. I'm having a whale of a time, not gonna lie to you. This is a long tune though, it's quite intimidating to me. 2 minutes, 59 seconds. This is Resurrection, let's go. Who's on the vocals for this? The vocals are pretty good, you know. A little bit like Glenn Benton, I'd say. I mean, even when it comes to the grindcore, you hear the Slayer elements. Slayer has incorporated their entity within all that is extreme metal, in my opinion. Them little snare rolls are quite nice, aren't they? That was Resurrection. That was Resurrection. A little. I couldn't hear the lyrics, but I'm more than certain it was a little bit blasphemous. Let's keep it moving. We got Enslaved by Propaganda, which in my opinion doesn't ring off the tongue very well. I'm criticizing this one from the get-go. This one's Enslaved by Propaganda. Let's keep it moving.
Hi.
Oh. Dezrocksteady, King of the Pizzle TV. Enslaved by Propaganda, which is track 9 of 16. Let's go. Who fronted this band? Whoop. Come on. It's gonna kick back into that riff. I'm telling you, it's gonna kick back into that riff. Punk. What's your opinion on Earache Records? Who are the best bands on Earache? Let me know in the comments. Come on. Was Earache primarily extreme metal label? You know, as opposed to like Metal Blade and Nuclear Blast and so forth, who may delve a little more so into the easier listening, the thrash metals, the heavy metals, and so on and so forth. Is Earache noisy bands? There we go, that was Enslaved by Propaganda. Catch your riff, catch your riff. I don't know what being enslaved by propaganda means, but let's move on. Need to live. Coming up, yes, we need to live, people. Des, King of the Pit TV, Need to Live. What more can I say? 1 minute 17. It's gonna be a blast. Let's go. You know what? That's right. With the blasts, I associate this sound with the windmill headbang. Come on. No messing about. That last blast in particular. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. That was Need to Live. Yo, people. I'm going to give you a treat. We're going to listen to Rip to Shreds in the same video. Let's keep it moving. Too short, that, wasn't it? Death metal. rewind on that fill right there. The blasts are mind-blowing. Really good. I mean, are they the fastest blasts I've heard? Who knows? Probably not, but the clarity of the drum kit and the timbre of the drums that are being hit on this record, really brilliant. On the first song, they said that they recorded and mixed this within 8 hours. That's bullshit. There is no way. There is no way. Quality tune. That was a decent track. That was a decent track. We got Injustice coming up next. These dudes want to be sick of it all with this next tune coming up. Injustice. Let's keep it moving. dezrocksteady, King of the Pit TV, in pure hardcore punk grindcore fashion. Injustice. Alright, let's go. Track 12 of 16. Are these dudes from New York by any chance? New York element to this tune. Here we go. Good tune. Sounded New York to me. Sounded very New York, even down to the title of the track, Injustice. We got Whirlwind Struggle coming up next. Yeah, I'm stuttering and buttering. I'm sipping on the body, enjoy my weekend, people. Don't hate, enjoy.
Discover
alright?
unforgettable travel
Discover unforgettable travel experiences. GetYourGuide.com. Yeah, they're not paying me, I swear. Let's keep on moving. We've got track 13 of 16. We're finishing the record off. Follow the spark. Let's go. Desmond Rocksteadius. Kicking in. Whirlwind Struggle. Track 13. Unlucky number 13. Let's see if we manage to break the spell. Let's go. Come on. Hardcore. Crawling Among the Stars says 2 ads every other song for this album. How fitting for an anti-establishment grindcore band. Welcome to the real world, my man. Earache Records has put this out. Just another label. Just another label. The end result. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. Yo, let me give you a bit of insight, yeah? If you're an anti-establishment artist or band, oh, we're so anti-capitalist, consider that when you sign the contract, giving away your artistic privileges and rights to the label. It's all bullshit, come on. Yo, imagine this, yeah? Because we're on a grindcore hype, because we're on a game hype, yeah? You signed to this record label. This hypothetic fantasy metal record label, and you think, this metal label, they're all full of metalheads, they're not going to do me any harm. I mean, they are beneath an umbrella of a mainstream label. They are a subsidiary of a mainstream label, but they're not going to harm me. Or potentially they are an independent label. They just happen to distribute through mainstream means. They just happen to be interlocked with mainstream distribution sort of companies and so on and so forth, right? You sign the contract. They say, we want 3 albums out of you, all right? Let's say the first album flops. They've invested a lot of money that they're not getting back, okay? This, I've signed a £300,000 deal, yeah? That's a loan. Doesn't mean anything. Or you tell all your family and your friends, oh, I've signed a £5 million deal. Everyone's going to be like, wow, you're so cool. That's a loan. The label wants that back tenfold. All right, the label wants that 5 million back plus interest above and beyond, including your rights to creating music essentially under what they've signed you as. Okay, so that album flops. You make $1 million from that record. They're now 4 million in the hole. They're not going to want to put another record out. Or they might do, but let's say they don't. You've screwed us over here. We thought you were going to do as well. You've not. So we're not interested in really putting any more music out from you. So what you are now as a band is shelved. Yeah? This is some game right here. You're shelved. You signed the contract for 3 albums. That label put 1 album out and doesn't really want to do the next 2. You're stuck in a contract that won't allow you to put out any further music without their say-so. Anti-capitalist, anti-establishment, so on and so forth. If you sign that contract, take that loan, and do this and that, you screwed yourself. I don't even care. 2023, if you are in a band, you've got social media at your fingertips, learn how to market. Job's a good one. Do your own job. I'm waved up, but I'm talking facts tonight, people. Hey, and there's nothing wrong with signing the contract and establishing yourself as a professional with a record label. Just ensure you know what you're getting into. Ensure that you actually have lawyers looking at the contract to ensure you know what you're getting into, so you understand the jargon. Because if you don't do so, come on. Lawyers aren't metal, man. reintroduction to the crash right about there. Let's keep it moving. We've got Infestation coming up next. That word infestation reminds me of Suicide Silence. No, it doesn't. As blood runs black. Infestation. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Come on. Let's keep it moving. Bruh. There's King of the Pit TV, Infestation. Let's finish this bloody record off. 16 tunes I've got through. It's not even that late, to be honest with you. I'm feeling it though. Let's go. For a grindcore record, maybe I'm just really unaccustomed to grindcore, but for a grindcore record, this has been an easy listen. It states throughout the entirety of this record E-Rake has put up full dynamic range edition. Perhaps the broad spectrum of sound I'm hearing has eased the experience. Yeah, because I might be into metal, but sometimes it's just a bit too intense, you know? Should I do insect warfare next, people? Let's keep it moving. No comments to be made. Dead shall rise. Let's finish this record off. 3 minutes 6.
Hi. Mind if I...
There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, admiring No Hard Feelings, the advertisement. Jeez Louise. This one is entitled Dead Shall Rise. Let's go. Long track, this one. Luke Razor says, one of my fave songs of all time. I would like to see this band live, definitely. I sent a quick message to my mate saying, do Terrorizer still play live? They're a proper pit band. Don't you agree? They are a pit band, man. Reclarifying 1989 grindcore classics in the comments. I don't even want to call this a classic because this sounds so modern. That crash just ringing there. The dead shall rise from their grave. Let's finish this record off with World Downfall, the self-titled. I've not seen the self-titled fall at the very last song, ever. Very good, very good. Let's finish this record off so I can chill the heck out. dezrocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're going to finish this record off with the self-titled track on the record, World Downfall. We're going to give some respect to its name, and I'm going to give it some respect and give some anti-capitalistic respect by plugging the Patreon down in the link below. Access all of the full album commentaries. If you're into extreme music like this, don't worry, I do it better than any other commentary on YouTube. You got a real head here who enjoys listening to real extreme music. Check out the value, check out what's available. You know what to do. Don't waste your time in life. It's too valuable. Alright. World Downfall. Let's go. Let's finish this record off. 16 to 16. Come on. Shout out to Anthony Valerio, the crazy Latin American. He's been on every one of these videos. Anybody read Terrorizer magazine by any chance? Interesting comments. Dingus 2 years ago said, "So glad I bought the t-shirt for this album. Now I need that vinyl. Incredible album. It blew me away once it really clicked." And the response says, "I had the exact same. At first this sounds like a bunch of riffs and noise, but once it clicks, it's really mind-blowing. My favorite extreme metal album. Once it clicks. Once it clicks." I'm sure not every one of you got into music like this through incredible blast beats and noisy riffs and it took you a moment to understand it and get into it and understand the spectrum of music and experience noise and extremities beyond this to feel comfortable within this. And here we are. I think that was a nice little 2-comment section right there. Bro, this guy's just hitting the cymbal. He's not even hitting the snare for like 10% of it. Controversial statement incoming. Right, I'm going to finish this with a controversial statement, people. I've done this myself, and I have done this until I've heard this right now at this literal very moment in time. Extreme music shouldn't fade out. It should be extreme until the end and then. Or boom. That fade out right there it didn't sound right in comparison to the extremity, the stop and start, and the power of the music. I don't want it to die out like a simmering flame. I want it to just dead like an explosion. And I've learnt a little bit from my experience listening to the outro right there. World Downfall, good tune, good record, very enjoyable. Click the link in the description. I'm signing out, people. One love.